Serena Williams, the greatest tennis champion. She is called the greatest female tennis player of all time. Her name appears in history books next to the greatest athletes ever. She won 23 Grand Slam singles titles. She inspired millions of people around the world. Who is this amazing woman? Her name is Serena Williams. Serena changed the world of tennis forever. She showed that with hard work and strong belief, dreams can come true. She broke many records and made history, but her journey was not always easy. She faced many challenges and difficulties, yet she never gave up. Today, we will learn about the life of this incredible athlete. We will discover how a young girl from a small town became one of the most successful tennis players in history. Her story will teach us about courage, hard work, and never giving up on our dreams. Before we start this amazing journey, please remember to subscribe to our channel. We share inspiring stories like this one every week. Now, let us begin the story of Serena Williams. Early life and family. Serena Jamka Williams was born on September 26, 1981, in Saginaw, Michigan. She was the youngest of 5 sisters. Her parents were Richard Williams and Oracene Price. When Serena was 3 years old, her family moved to Compton, California. Compton was not a safe place to live. There was crime and violence in the streets. Many families struggled with money problems. But Serena's father had a big dream. He wanted his daughters to become professional tennis players. He believed they could change their lives through tennis. Richard Williams had never played tennis before, but he studied the sport carefully. He watched tennis matches on television. He read books about tennis. He made a plan to teach his daughters how to play. He wanted them to become champions. When Serena was 4 years old, her father started teaching her tennis. He took her to old tennis courts in Compton. The courts had holes and cracks. Sometimes there was broken glass on the ground. But this is where Serena learned to play tennis. Her older sister, Venus, also played tennis. The 2 sisters practiced together every day. They became best friends and training partners. Their father was very strict. He made them practice for hours. He taught them to be strong and never give up. Other children sometimes made fun of Serena and Venus. Tennis was not popular in their neighborhood. People thought it was a sport for rich white people. But the Williams sisters did not listen to the negative comments. They believed in their father's dream. Serena's mother also supported the family's tennis dream. She worked hard to pay for tennis lessons and equipment. She drove the girls to tennis tournaments. The whole family worked together to help Serena and Venus succeed. The professional beginning. When Serena was 14 years old, she became a professional tennis player. This was very young to start a professional career. Most tennis players wait until they are older. But Serena was already very skilled. She was ready to compete against the best players in the world. Her first professional tournament was in 1995. She did not win, but she learned a lot. Professional tennis was much harder than junior tennis. The players were stronger and faster. The pressure was much greater, but Serena was determined to improve. Venus turned professional first. She became successful quickly. This helped Serena learn what to expect. The sisters shared advice and supported each other. They trained together and traveled to tournaments together. In 1997, Serena played at Wimbledon for the first time. Wimbledon is the most famous tennis tournament in the world. It takes place in England every year. Only the best players in the world can play there. Serena was excited, but also nervous. She did not win Wimbledon that year, but playing there gave her confidence. She realized she could compete with the best players. She belonged on the biggest stages in tennis. This experience motivated her to work even harder. Serena's first big success came in 1999. She won the U.S. Open, her first Grand Slam title. Grand Slam tournaments are the four most important tennis competitions in the world. They are Wimbledon, the U.S. Open, the French Open, and the Australian Open. Winning the U.S. Open changed everything for Serena. She was only 17 years old. She became famous around the world. People started calling her one of the most promising young players in tennis. But this was only the beginning of her incredible journey. The rise to greatness. After winning her first Grand Slam, Serena worked harder than ever. She wanted to prove that her U.S. Open victory was not just luck. She wanted to show the world that she was a true champion. In 2002, Serena won 3 Grand Slam tournaments in 1 year. She won the French Open, Wimbledon, and the U.S. Open. This was an amazing achievement. Very few players ever win 3 Grand Slams in 1 year. Serena was becoming a tennis legend. The most special moment came when Serena and Venus played against each other in Grand Slam finals. This had never happened before in tennis history. 2 sisters from the same family were the best players in the world. They played against each other 4 times in Grand Slam finals. These matches were emotional for both sisters. They were competitors on the court, but they were family off the court. They always hugged after their matches. They were happy for each other's success. Their parents watched from the stands with pride and joy. Serena's power and speed amazed everyone. She hit the tennis ball harder than any female player before her. Her serve was incredibly fast and strong. Other players had trouble returning her shots. She changed the way women's tennis was played. But success was not always easy for Serena. Some people criticized her because she was different. Tennis was traditionally a white sport. Serena and Venus were African American women who played with power and confidence. Some people did not accept them at first. Serena faced racism and unfair treatment. Some tennis officials made unfair calls against her. Some fans were rude to her, but she never let these problems stop her. She used the negativity as motivation to become even better. In 2003, Serena achieved something incredible. She won 4 Grand Slam tournaments in a row. She won the Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and US Open. This is called the Serena Slam. It was one of the greatest achievements in tennis history. Challenges and comeback. Even champions face difficult times. In 2004 and 2005, Serena had some problems. She had injuries that made it hard to play tennis. She also lost motivation. Winning so much had become normal for her. She needed to find new reasons to compete. During this time, Serena took a break from tennis. She tried other activities. She studied fashion design. She started her own clothing business. She appeared in movies and television shows, but tennis was still in her heart. Her family helped her remember why she loved tennis. They reminded her of her goals and dreams. Slowly, Serena found her passion for tennis again. She started training seriously. She was ready to make a comeback. In 2007, Serena returned to her best form. She won the Australian Open. This proved that she was still one of the best players in the world. Her comeback inspired many people. It showed that it is possible to overcome difficult times. Between 2008 and 2017, Serena dominated women's tennis again. She won 13 more Grand Slam titles during this time. She became the oldest woman to win a Grand Slam singles title. At age 35, she was still the best player in the world. During these years, Serena set many records that may never be broken. She held the #1 ranking in the world for a total of 319 weeks. This is more than 6 years at the top of women's tennis. She was consistent and excellent year after year. Serena also became famous for her fashion choices on the tennis court. She wore colorful outfits that expressed her personality. Some tennis officials did not like her creative clothing. But Serena believed that athletes should be able to express themselves through fashion. Her matches became must-see events for tennis fans around the world. When Serena played, television ratings increased. Stadiums sold out quickly. People wanted to see the greatest player of all time in action. One of her most amazing achievements happened in 2017. She won the Australian Open while she was pregnant with her first child. She did not tell anyone she was pregnant during the tournament. She won all her matches easily. This showed her incredible strength and determination. The tennis world was shocked when Serena announced her pregnancy after winning the tournament. She had competed at the highest level while carrying a baby. Medical experts said this was extremely difficult and dangerous, but Serena made it look easy. After her daughter Olympia was born, Serena tried to return to tennis again. But coming back after having a baby was very difficult. Her body had changed. She needed time to become strong again. Some people said she was too old to compete. The return was much harder than Serena expected. She had complications during childbirth that threatened her life. She had to stay in the hospital for several days. Recovery took months, not weeks like she had hoped. Legacy and impact. Serena Williams played her last professional tennis match in 2022. She had won 23 Grand Slam singles titles. This is more than any other woman in the modern era of tennis. She also won 14 Grand Slam doubles titles with her sister Venus. But Serena's impact goes far beyond her tennis victories. She changed the sport forever. She showed that power and athleticism could be beautiful in women's tennis. She inspired a new generation of players to be strong and confident. Serena also fought for equality in tennis. She demanded that female players receive the same prize money as male players. She spoke out against racism and unfair treatment. She used her fame to help other people. Her voice became powerful in fighting for social justice. When tennis tournaments did not pay men and women equally, Serena refused to stay quiet. She gave speeches about fairness and equal treatment. Her efforts helped make tennis more equal for all players. Today, most major tournaments pay men and women the same amount. Serena also started a foundation to help children in need. The Serena Williams Foundation builds schools in Africa and Jamaica. It provides education and opportunities for children who cannot afford them. Serena believes that education can change lives, just like tennis changed her life. Outside of tennis, Serena became a successful businesswoman. She invested in many companies, especially those started by women and minorities. She wanted to help other entrepreneurs achieve their dreams. Her business investments became very successful. She started her own fashion line called S by Serena. The clothing line celebrates women of all sizes and backgrounds. Serena wanted to create clothes that made women feel confident and beautiful. The fashion line became popular around the world. Serena wrote books about her life and experiences. Her autobiography became a bestseller. She shared her struggles and victories with millions of readers. Her honest writing inspired people to overcome their own challenges. She also appeared in movies and television shows. Serena showed that athletes can succeed in many different areas. She proved that tennis was just the beginning of her many talents. Serena is also a devoted mother and wife. She married Alexis Ohanian, the co-founder of Reddit. Together they have a daughter named Olympia. Serena wants to be a role model for her daughter and all young girls. Many young tennis players say Serena inspired them to start playing. Players like Naomi Osaka and Coco Gauff grew up watching Serena. They learned from her strength and determination. Serena's influence on tennis will last for many generations. Serena Williams showed us that greatness comes from hard work, determination, and never giving up. She faced many challenges, but she always found a way to overcome them. She proved that dreams can come true if we believe in ourselves and work hard. Her story teaches us important lessons about life. She showed us that being different is not a weakness, but a strength. She taught us that we should never let other people's opinions stop us from reaching our goals. She proved that with courage and hard work, we can achieve anything. Serena's journey from a young girl in Compton to the greatest tennis player of all time is truly inspiring. She changed not only tennis, but the entire world of sports. She opened doors for future generations of athletes. Today, Serena continues to inspire people around the world. She speaks at schools and events. She encourages young people to follow their dreams. She shows us that success is not just about winning, but about making a positive impact on the world. As we finish Serena's story, remember that you too can achieve great things. Like Serena, you might face difficulties and challenges, but with determination, hard work, and belief in yourself, you can overcome any obstacle. Thank you for listening to this story about Serena Williams. If you enjoyed learning about her incredible journey, please subscribe to our channel. We share inspiring stories about amazing people every week. Until next time, keep believing in your dreams and never give up on what you want to achieve.